got a great night of action on tap for you, whether you're watching on Facebook or you're here live at the Bluefield Sports Arena. Special announcement, Sheik Akbar has been suspended and is banned from television. I, of course, am Jason Schaefer, being joined at the announce table tonight with my partner, Jacques Mullier. We've got a great night of action on tap. Don't go away.
USA Championship Wrestling presents the greatest stars of professional wrestling, bringing you the best in mat action. Coming to you live from the Bluefield Sports Arena.
We're starting the show off. It's very, very special. I have the event to have an exclusive, right now, an exclusive interview, USA Championship Wrestling, with former United States champion, the man from Louisiana, Ken Steele. Thank you for joining me, Ken. You know, I can't go anywhere throughout Bluefield. I'm not asked about the injury. I'm not asked, when are we going to see Ken Steele back in action? Are we going to see Ken Steele back in action?
Jason Schaefer, you're definitely going to see Ken Steele back in action. And unfortunately for some of these guys in the back, you're going to see Ken Steele sooner than later. Here about a month and a half or so ago, as I was leaving the offices of my attorney, Stephen P. New, in Beckley, West Virginia, I was ran down in the parking lot as I was signing my contract, or finishing signing the most exclusive contract ever in this stinking rotten state. I signed the most exclusive contract ever and picked up the USA Championship Wrestling Heavyweight title. Well, obviously that didn't sit well with somebody, because as you can well see, here I stand, almost one-legged, because of somebody's stupidity, because they didn't finish the job. Well, let's get one thing straight. I am not a stupid man. I'm a very well-educated human being. I'm the most well-decorated champion in this locker room. I have won championships at every promotion I have ever wrestled for. And this promotion will be no different. And as you said, I am from New Orleans, Louisiana, where, as many of you may know, we have a little heritage in New Orleans, Louisiana. Some people may call it black magic. You may call it witchcraft. You may call it a little voodoo. Well, I really don't care what you call it. Because when it's time for me to return to action, we're going to have a little fun. And whoever tried to take me out, I'm going to enjoy every minute of what I do to you. I don't care if it was Akbar, because I'll send you on a magic carpet ride straight to Allah himself. And I will keep your dirty, worthless soul in this little bag of mine with a lot of other dirty, worthless souls. I don't care if it was Frank Parker, who I've got a little business to tend with. I don't care if it was Scott Lee. I don't care if it was Will Huckaby. I don't care if it was Sean Cruz. I don't care if it was Mr. Hollywood, the Cuban assassin. I don't care who it was. It could have been the stinking referee for all I care. Because when I'm done taking out every wrestler in USA Championship Wrestling, one by one, little by little, inch by inch, there's going to be nothing or no one left. And Jason Schaefer, it could have been you, for all I know.
I assure you it was not.
You were at that meeting, Jason Schaefer, was you not?
That is true, but you know, Ken, I had nothing to do with it.
Well, I don't care who it was, but I can assure you, and I can assure all these people watching at home and who will be watching on TV, something is going to change in this wrestling promotion. And it's not going to be for the good.
Folks, you heard it. Exclusive. Ken Steele. Ken, I know you're a little worked up. Would you mind joining us and giving me your thoughts on these first couple of matches?
The pleasure will be all yours.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Come and see why more and more people are stepping up to professional grade for less with a new GMC from Beckley Auto Mall.
Cash in on our biggest incentive with our new 2017 GMC Double Cab 4x4 $10,000 off. Save big on a new 2017 Buick Enclave up to $10,000 off MSRP. Or our limited time special offer, $18,000 off new 2017 Rocky Ridge conversion trucks.
Best selection, lowest prices. Come get it all at Beckley Auto Mall.
Located at the point of Eisenhower and Robert C. Byrd Drive or online at BeckleyAutomall.com.
We are the premier destination location at Brush Creek Falls RV Resort. Brush Creek Falls RV Resort offers 52 full hookup campsites, along with 4 fully furnished cabins. Enjoy our pool, playground, putt-putt golf, gem mining for the kids. You can also catch a race at 304 Speedway, conveniently located off exit 14 on I-77, just minutes away from all of Southern West Virginia's best tourist destinations. Make your reservations today. Call 304-431-1950 or online at brushcreekfalls.com.
The United Way and Cucumber & Company have had a long-standing relationship. We feel very blessed to have Cucumber as a resource in our community because they are really a high-quality technical design and production company. We feel like it's quality that you could put up against anyone in the nation, really. Cucumber & Company is very easy to deal with. Updates are very fast. If we call one morning with an update, we see the change that afternoon. It makes life easy.
Genesis has created a true luxury vehicle with the G80. I've been driving the G80 for the past 5 months, and I've found that the all-wheel drive is second to none, and 311 horses gives you all the power you could ask for. The best news going is all 2017 G80s are 25% off while they last. Come by Hyundai of Beckley and take a test drive today. Don't miss out on this special opportunity to own a true luxury vehicle at a great price. When you come for a test drive, tell them Brian sent you.
I have with me the Cruz brothers making their debut here at the Bluefield Sports Arena. Things are going to get wild. Tell us about it.
Roads took me home, and we're back where we belong. If it's a belt that's been anything in the last 10 years in West Virginia, we've held it. If you're a tag team and you've meant anything in the last 10 years in West Virginia, we beat you. So here in USA Championship Wrestling, there's one tag team to speak of. Bobby Yella, Scott Rains, the tag team champions. Gentlemen, it's a simple equation. 1 + 1 = you're done. The tag team championships are going around our waists where they belong, and we are going to continue to be the best tag team there ever was in West Virginia, and that's the best thing going in West Virginia since the welfare check. Oh, See, somebody knows what EBT is. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Shaker. I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to be hostile. All I'm going to say, well, that's not true. Robbie, we're going to be mean and hostile, and we're going to get the belts because that's just what we do. That's the nature of our business. Scott, Bobby, shine them up nice because we're going home with them. Night, boys.
Tag team division is heating up here in USA Championship Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, El Tigre Gato.
As we go to the ring and get ready for some action tonight, of course, I've got with me the pleasure of being joined by Ken Steele.
And his opponent, Will Huckaby.
Really excited tonight, of course, Will Huckaby making his USA Championship Wrestling debut right here on television, Ken.
Well, Huckaby has traveled and has been traveling all over the United States defending different titles. Will Huckaby is a well-traveled and up-and-coming decent wrestler.
Look at this, El Tigre Gato going right to work on Huckaby. He's showing us a little something, firing those ropes.
Right.
Tries to shoot him off the ropes, and Huckaby catches himself.
That's just experience right there, Jason Schaefer.
Experience and strength, you know, Huckaby is certainly no milquetoast, that's for sure. Oh,
Now that's experience and strength right there.
Not as familiar with this El Tigre Gato, but he's certainly showing me something here tonight.
Exactly.
Referee gets to the count of 3.
Will Huckaby doing exactly what I would do.
Huckaby choking him on the ropes. El Tigre Gato reaching out for some help. I don't think anybody's going to reach back and help him, though. Look at that.
That's an old Johnny Valentine move right there. That big forearm across the chest.
Introduces him to that turnbuckle. Huckaby displaying his strength and his power. Oh, and another chop right there in the corner. Following up with a second. It sounded like a gun went off here at Bluefield.
Exactly.
The fans call for one more. Snapmare takeover. He's got him down on the mat. Goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. Comes away with a 2 count. Of course, the referee not counting fast enough for Huckaby's liking.
Well, I'm sure that he went to school here in West Virginia, so I don't know what his mathematic IQ would be.
Come on now, kid. Huckaby definitely gaining the upper hand early in this match. Hooks him, takes him up for a
beautiful snap suplex.
Arrogant cover, pulls him up. He's not done dishing out punishment.
I don't think so. And I hate to say it, but I'm still not a huge fan of Huckaby because I don't know that it wasn't him that tried to take me out.
You know, you mentioned many folks there, Ken, that anybody could be a suspect. Akbar.
It could have been anybody in that locker room. But I must say that there is a lot of great talent here in USA Championship Wrestling.
Absolutely. It's the best of the best. Huckaby shoots El Tigre Gato into the corner. Gato comes out. He's off the ropes. Catches Huckaby.
Gato with a good forearm. And Huckaby with a nice back elbow right there.
Both men winded. Quite an exchange. Huckaby catches him with that educated foot. Look at that, the referee calling for the break. Using the ropes as extra leverage and driving that foot into the throat of El.
Puts that boot to his throat, taking the wind away from him.
He brings him back to his vertical base. Puts him against the ribs, shoots him off. Oh, big forearm.
Takes his head off.
He's trying to hurt him, Ken. It's almost as if he's taking a page out of your book tonight. He's doing.
Well, he's
more
a
than
smart
wrestling.
man if that's the case.
He's trying to hurt this individual. Hooks him again. Look at this. Doesn't quite get the job done, but takes him up. Look at this. And the referee calling El Tigre Gato.
Your winner,
The man taps
Will
out.
Huckaby.
Heck of a debut tonight from Will Huckaby.
Gato couldn't take much of that one.
I'm going to see if I can get a word with our winner, Will Huckaby. Heck of a day.
Shut up! You hold the mic right there. None of these people came to hear a thing you had to say. They didn't pay their money to listen to you flap your gums. They came here to see the Incredible Huck. Yeah. You got that? So you hold that microphone and you hold it good. Where's he at? First of all, USA Championship Wrestling. I've been winning championships around this country for years. Yeah. And every time I come to the great state of West by God, Virginia, I keep hearing the same name, Frank Parker. Well, Frank Parker, hold this mic, I'll tell you. Frank Parker, let me tell you something. You look into this TV real close, baby. I've been chasing you up and down one side of West Virginia to the other. And every time me and you end up in the same locker room, you run and hide like the coward you are. Well, that's different. That all ends right now, Frank Parker. Because just as sure as a yellow streak runs straight down the crack of your back, you best believe when I get my hands on you, whether you have the USA Championship Wrestling title or not, I'm gonna beat you worse than I beat that little punk snot-nosed kid in the ring a couple seconds ago. Now, you can go and do your job.
Ladies and gentlemen, Will Huckaby. Talk about one extreme to the other, and now I have the pleasure joining me, of course, Mr. Mark Wood. You know, Mark, it's a pleasure again to have you here on television. You know, we got a big event coming up at Mount Hope at the Heritage Center on the 7th. It's all about wrestling, and it's all about celebrating the great accomplishments and the things that you've done for the wrestling business here in West Virginia.
Well, Jason Schaefer, it's hot in the sports arena tonight, but it's going to get real hot this Saturday at Mount Hope at the Mount Hope Heritage Center.
Mr. Hollywood. That's right, Mr. Hollywood's in town. That's right. I just came back. I just got back from Japan from having a tennis match with Steven Spielberg himself. He lost, by the way. Let me tell you something. I came all the way here. I'm still in my own training athletic outfit, and I don't know why in the world Mr. Mark Wood is here to accept any word. What about the accomplishments about my family lineage? What about the accomplishment about my family history? What my father did for wrestling here in West Virginia? What my uncle, hey, when I speak, your mouth goes shut, okay? When I'm talking, you pay attention. I'm Mr. Hollywood, all right? Listen, people don't pay big bucks here at USA Championship Wrestling to have me here for nothing. People come here to see me. All these people here come to see me. Matter of fact, when I come in on my special limo service from Ambassador Limo, because they know how to treat real Hollywood superstars, I told him, where we going? He said, Bluefield, West Virginia. I said, take your time. I said, because Bluefield should be called the Armpit, West Virginia, because it stinks here. I tell you that right now. It stinks like these people here stink. It stinks like you stink. And I'm going to tell you something. You better show some proper respect for me, Mr. Hollywood.
You make no doubt about it. Your family does have a rich heritage in wrestling in West Virginia and around the globe. But come Saturday night, USA Championship Wrestling and the fans have chose to honor me for my accomplishments. Last week you were out here running your mouth, crying that you won a title shot. And now you're out here running your mouth, crying again that you won an award. I'm sure you're going to come out next week.
Mr. Schaefer.
I'm sure you're going to come out next week.
Let me stop you there, Mr.
And
Wood.
you're going to want something else.
I hate to interrupt stupidity, but I'm going to interrupt stupidity. Okay, Mr. Schaefer, I know you're not as stupid as you look. You've been around for a minute or two, okay? When Mr. Hollywood stands here, you need to tell Mr. Mark Wood that he needs to stand his ground right here and keep himself down and show me some respect. Because you know what I could do, Mr. Mark Wood? I can take you in that ring. I can tie you up in the pretzel. There's not a daggone thing you can do about it, brother. I tell you what, I'm gonna be there in Mount Hope.
If you're half the man you claim to be, you'll go into that ring and you'll shake my hand.
Oh, brother, I'm more man than you know. That's why I have to tell your wife to stop calling me. You see what I'm saying? Okay? So, Mount Hope. Hey.
You show up at Mount Hope, brother. You show up.
Don't worry. I said no to your wives, too. But let me tell you something. Come Saturday, Mount Hope, West Virginia, I'll be there to congratulate you on your ceremony. I'll see you Saturday, Mr. Wood. Schaefer, as always, the pleasure is all yours.
It's just like Hollywood. They think they're entitled to everything.
We're not going to let it take anything away from us. We know Saturday night at the Heritage Center in Mount Hope, 7:30 bell time. See you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, Scott Lee. And his opponent, Frank the Tank Parker.
Things are definitely heating up here in the sports arena tonight, literally and figuratively. There you go, Ken. Somebody that you mentioned earlier. There he is,
Frank Parker better watch what he throws in my direction. That's right, you heard me, big boy. We got some unfinished business, Frank Parker.
We've got another man, Scott Lee, making his USA Championship Wrestling debut as well. Referee Mark Richards checking both. Many calls for the bell. And we've got us a wrestling match. We've got a contest here tonight. These two obviously know each other, have a lot of respect for one another. Kind of a dream match, if you will. A show of sportsmen like...
They both make me sick.
Clean break. There you go. Now that's sportsmanship.
That's pathetic. I know both of these gentlemen, and they both make me sick.
Two fantastic
Oh, my Lord.
Both in-ring technicians. Lee snatches a headlock and goes to work on Frank Parker. Frank manages to drive him into the rope, shoots him off. Big shoulder block, puts Scott Lee down to the canvas. Could it have been Scott Lee? Is he on the list as well, Ken?
Scott Lee could have done it as well. Scott Lee is an amazing martial artist. Scott Lee is capable of anything, just like Frank Parker is capable of anything.
Look at that.
A go behind and a reverse by Frank Parker.
Look at this. Drops down, hooks the leg. Flow over into a headlock. We've got a wrestling match here.
Well, that's what the marquee says. Jason Schaefer is professional wrestling. I don't have to like either man, but they're both tremendous wrestlers.
That's right. That's what you're going to see here in USA Championship Wrestling is just that. Wrestling the way it's meant to be.
And that's something I've always prided myself on, Jason Schaefer. I might not be the most liked human being in the world, but I can wrestle.
There he's showing those martial arts skills you touched on earlier. But you know something, Ken, you know, the thing that I hear time and time again is just, you know, it's a shame about the injury, and I know you're the man that suffered it, but, you know, these fans are suffering as well. You know, there was a lot of excitement about this promotion kicking off and you being able to defend that title.
Well, it should have been myself and Frank Parker, but it was not.
Referee Mark Richards attempted to get the man out of the corner, and again, a nice clean break.
Well, good for the both of them. I would like to interject a little something here about Mr. Goody Two-Shoes Frank the Tank Parker. Frank Parker is not all he's cracked up to be.
Lee goes to work with a series of a flurry of kicks. Continues in the corner, kicking as well. Look at that.
I think people need to know that Frank Parker is not the great pretty boy baby face that everybody seems to think he is. He was once one of the most ruthless, devastating wrestlers that ever was once upon a time. During his tag team days with his partner, Ruthless Roger Anderson, they were one of the most hated, devastating tag teams that ever was. So Frank Parker is not this great kiss everybody's faces, shake hands, kiss babies, and all this mess. Frank Parker has a terrible, terrible past, so I don't put anything past him either. Old habits are hard to break, so that's why Frank Parker has a lot to blame for my injury as well.
I don't know about that, Ken.
You can think what you want.
Lee changes the position, drops the elbow, drives it right into the leg of Frank Parker. The fans rallying behind Frank. This match has been pretty even this far.
Now see, look at that. That's an illegal forearm right there.
Frank the first to return to his feet. Driving that huge kick into the shoulder of one Scott Lee. He brings Lee back to his vertical base, scoops him up. Look at this. Look at this. Introduces him to the turnbuckle. Again, going to work on the shoulder and the back of Scott Lee. Frank hooks the leg. Comes away with a two-count, and I believe he was in the ropes there as well.
There's a big difference in Scott Lee and Ken Steele.
Again, the hallmark of a veteran, you know, always aware of where he is in that ring. He pulled Scott Lee into the center to keep him away from those ropes as he applies that rear chin lock, again using that knee as a fulcrum, driving the pressure, just pulling the man's head in a manner that it's just not designed to be. Oh. Look at this. We may see Scott Lee give here. Drives the elbow into his forehead. Look at this, he's winding up. Drives that knee right into his head again. I don't know how he's maintained consciousness, to be honest with you.
Like I said, Jason Schaefer, Scott Lee's a little tougher than he looks. The man has been in martial arts since he was 3 years old.
able to power out of that again, working that martial arts, those kicks to his advantage, trying to chop that big redwood down. Look at this, we've seen this before, Mr. Steele. The dead end.
Your winner of the match, Frank
that will never
Parker.
happen to Ken Steele. Frank Parker will never pull that one on Ken Steele.
Ladies and gentlemen, being joined, it's an honor, and once again, your number one contender, Frank Parker. How you doing, Frank?
Oh, it is great to be here in USA Championship Wrestling. This promotion, I tell you, I love wrestling guys like Scott Lee. He's a great sportsman, top-notch competitor, and that's what this USA Championship Wrestling's all about. Scott, come here. Come over here.
That's absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Hey, it was an honor to share the ring with you. Thank you.
No, sir. It was an honor to share that ring with you. You see, a lot of people may not know this, Frank, but I was a kid sitting in an arena similar to this, watching guys like you, especially you, perform in that ring.
Well, now you're just making me feel old.
And it's an honor to be right here in USA Championship Wrestling, where the competition here is bar none some of the greatest performers that you are ever going to see. And ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly what the Dragon needs to show the world. I may have came up short tonight, but best believe I will not let that get me down. I will be back and show you all what the Dragon can do. But as far as you, sir, I have all the respect in the world for you. If you ever, I know you're a big man, they call you a tank for a reason, but if you ever need somebody to watch your back or be in your corner, the Dragon is there. All you got to do is say the word.
That's sportsmanship.
Here's a question. How many Beckley area dealers offer a 1,000,000-mile warranty? 1. Hometown Kia's 1,000,000-mile warranty comes with every new vehicle. And best of all, it's free.
America's Best Value just got better with our exclusive 1,000,000-mile coverage. Keep some money in your pocket with this 2018 Kia Sportage LE. $3,500 off MSRP. Or save big on a 2018 Kia Sorento LX. $5,600 off MSRP.
Hometown Kia, going that extra 1,000,000 miles for you. Shop online and learn about the 1,000,000-mile warranty at hometownkia.com.
Our Subaru Loves Promise community commitment has made a meaningful difference for those fighting cancer. We're teaming up nationally with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society and here locally with the Raleigh Regional Cancer Center. Now through July 2nd, get 0% APR financing on all new 2018 Foresters and 2018 Outback models. Get 2.9% financing on all new 2018 Crosstrek models. Where love meets hope. Please visit our in-store display to get involved now. We do this because it's the right thing to do.
Hometown Subaru, Beckley, between the malls.
Subaru, confidence in motion.
Well, congratulations, we're all done.
Wow, that was easy.
Much better than last time.
How'd it go before?
Let's get you in this car. But first, let's go over some details. Purchase price of your vehicle is $39,999 plus a dealer fee of $500. Taxes $1477 plus a $175 fee. And the DMV charges $30 to title your vehicle, and that's only taxed at $24.99. Now we're gonna give you $2,000 for your trade-in, which is a little less than we originally discussed, but just how we have to write it up in the paperwork. So your payments will start next month and continue for the next 95 months.
Tired of the bull?
Should have gone directly to Hyundai of Beckley.
I worked part-time on a strip job, and I realized I didn't want to do that with my life. I found Mount West, and I was so glad I did.
Employers today seem to be looking for people with marketable skills. What we've set up here in this laboratory is a mock-up of what you would see in industrial controls in a manufacturing plant. Actual equipment, the actual hardware, not simulations, pretend. It's real hardware.
We are, of course, sporting the Off the Beaten Track gear. Shout out to Off the Beaten Track, McKinley Forest, watching in Roanoke, Virginia. I'm proud to present to you, ladies and gentlemen, your tag team champions, Bobby Yella and Scotty Rains. How we doing tonight, guys?
What's going on, player? What's up, all my homies out there? You already know the bros that runs the show, the Mochaccino Bambinos, the ones with more swag than a little bit, that ain't afraid to throw a fit. Yeah, that's right. You're looking at the USA Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions, baby. Yes, that's right. We do it. We do it all night long. Scotty, explain something to these good people in West Virginia.
Well, I tell you what, 2 weeks ago in Nashville, Tennessee, I think the Universal Heartthrobs figured out what the hustle and the muscle were all about.
That's right, baby.
Well, let me tell you something. It's been a long time since I've stepped foot into Mount Hope, West Virginia. Starliners, Rick Kelly, Mike Williams. We go a long way back, brother. A lot of roads, a lot of beers, a lot of partying, and a lot of butt kicking. But let me tell you something. These titles are on the line. Can I help you guys? Can I help you?
Look, I know you have a match Saturday in Mount Hope. I understand. And I know that the belts are supposed to be on the line, except we're here now. So you can forget the Starliners or the Heartthrobs or anyone else, especially the Starliners, because they're on Saturday. We want our shot tonight.
Well, let me explain something to you, Jack.
No, boy. Let me explain something to you. I started you, I'll end you. That's the line.
Don't sing it, then bring it then, because we accept y'all's challenge tonight in front of all these good people. We'll see you later on.
You know what? It sounds like we've got a match. Main event tonight. Television time, the Cruz brothers taking on Scotty Rains, Bobby Yella, Off the Beaten Track, baby.
Off the beaten track, you already know.
That's how we do it in USA Championship Wrestling.
Currently in the ring, Crash Cassidy. And his opponent, Mr. Hollywood, the Cuban Assassin.
Mr. Hollywood, Cuban Assassin.
Not taking anything away from the action here in the ring tonight, Jacques, but you know, the tag team division is getting strong. Things are heating up here in USA Championship Wrestling.
Mr. Schaefer, you know what? I feel in such a good mood today. I decided to go ahead and wrestle in my tennis gear that I played tennis with Steven Spielberg today. Okay? I'm a little bit tired, but I tell you what, just for the fans' sake, I'll go ahead and I'll wrestle this guy right here and teach everybody a wrestling lesson. How about that, Schaefer?
Well, thank you, Mr. Hollywood. I appreciate that.
Well, that's going to be very interesting.
Referee R.J. Little, of course, patting down Mr. Hollywood. He needs to make sure and check him really good.
Well, the reason
We're also being joined here ringside, Jock. If you'll look, that mysterious individual again, scouting things. You know, of course, he was definitely involved last week in some of the shenanigans with Sheik Akbar. I'm being told he's Bronco Barnett.
Bronco Barnett. This man looks very mysterious.
He's been coming to USA Championship wrestling matches all over. He was in Tennessee. I have it on good authority. He was in Gilbert. He was at Pocahontas, and he's making moves and doing some things behind the scenes. Obviously, perhaps in one way or another, affiliated with Mr. Hollywood or Crash Cassidy.
Well, I don't know. This guy outside the ring looks very aggressive to me. Looks like a guy I don't want to mess with. Cuban Assassin wants to know what was all that about.
Crash Cassidy rallying with the fans behind him as the two men lock up. Cassidy displaying the size and the power advantage that he may have over the veteran, Mr. Hollywood, a.k.a. the Cuban Assassin.
He definitely looks a lot stronger than Mr. Hollywood. He's also a lot bigger, too. He's got him by at least a couple of inches.
Shoots him off on a big shoulder tackle takedown, and Mr. Hollywood powders outside for the safety and sanctity outside the ring.
Looks like Mr. Hollywood is going to have to take off his jumpsuit.
I'm okay. I'm just taking a quick breather to make him look good.
Oh, that explains a lot.
And Mr. Hollywood makes his way back into the ring. You know, always a cagey veteran. You know, what he's trying to do is he's trying to shake the youngster up a little bit, you know, and try and take things in a direction that he wants them to go in.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks like somebody's stalling or maybe good sportsmanship. Do you know Mr. Hollywood to have good sportsmanship?
And I can't help but wonder about the presence outside the ring here. I just don't trust this Bronco Barnett character.
Yeah, that's another thing. Oh. Do you think he's working with Mr. Hollywood?
I guess that we'll find out. Look at this. Introduces him to that turnbuckle. Plants him, fires back, and unleashes. Referee calling for a break to get him out of the corner. Mr. Hollywood just ignores him, firing away. Look at this. Look at this.
Wow, that's amazing. Look at the strength.
And again, he powders to the outside. Look at this. He found himself a seat over there with fans and the hooligans.
Looks like he's going to have to take a few to catch his breath. What's this?
Of course, over there ringside, we've got Fams and the hooligans from fams304.com, one of our sponsors. You can go on their website and definitely, if you've got a few extra bucks, they had a little problem with their van here recently, and they could use some help. That's fams304.com. Check them out on Facebook, Fams and the Hooligans 26. Oh! There's got to be a reason he wore this sweatsuit and keeps bringing our attention to it. And I just can't put my finger on it, Jock.
Well, he's definitely got the spotlight right now. Mr. Hollywood, he's working. He's working hard.
He fires into the midsection. Look at this. And the referee checking him. Keeps checking him. And that huge headbutt drives the larger man into the corner. He's firing away with a right and a left and a right and a left. Look at this.
Oh.
Crash able to put the brakes on. He says, no way, I'm not going anywhere.
He's definitely trying.
I spoke too soon.
He's definitely trying. That's for sure.
Mr. Hollywood shoots him into the corner. He winds up in a big splash. Bronco Barnett watching on. Look at that. He introduces himself. He introduces him to that big boot. Scoops the larger man up with a great display of strength.
Wow, that was beautiful. And here I think the Cuban Assassin didn't outstrength his opponent.
Drives that double axe handle into his back, drives the larger man to the canvas. He's bringing him back to his vertical base. And I don't know that that's the smarter move. I think he should have gone to work on him while he was down. Shoots him off into the corner. Look at this, builds up a head of steam and finds nobody.
Beautiful reversal. Mr. Hollywood in trouble now.
This would be a tremendous notch on the post, so to speak, if Crash Cassidy could pull off the win. Beautifully executed slam right in the center of the ring.
Definitely a good performance by Cassidy.
Tries to drop the leg and, of course, finds nobody home. Mr. Hollywood back to his feet. Comes from behind. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, he's got him locked in. The speed of Mr. Hollywood is just incredible.
Uh-oh.
It ain't looking good for Cassidy.
Cassidy takes a knee. The referee asking if he gives up. The fans are rallying behind him. They like this Crash Cassidy.
Cassidy, I think he's out. He's passed out. This might be it.
That's it. Referee calling for the bell. He's out.
Is it over? He's out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Mr. Hollywood, the Cuban Assassin.
Excellent performance from Mr. Hollywood, the Cuban Assassin. Just made Crash Cassidy tap out.
I tell you what a great match. And of course, Mr. Hollywood, our victor. I'm going to try to get a word, if I can, with Bronco Barnett. I can't help but notice you've been stalking this ring tonight like a caged animal. I've seen you at every town. I've seen you at every show. And all these fans here, they saw what you did last week.
Let me tell you something right now. Number one, I got enough money in the bank to be able to change everything in West Virginia. Cuban Assassin, Mr. Hollywood himself, he's looking really good to me to be a part of my payroll. And after what I saw Crash Cassidy just do, I might put him there too. But I'm gonna tell you the one mistake that they made, and that was taking and suspending the USA Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, my man, the Sheik Akbar. Now everybody knows everything is gonna change, and he's gonna be back causing insanity real soon.
You heard it, Bronco Barnett. Not an innocent bystander himself either.
If your club, your school, or your civic organization would like to have the great stars of USA Championship Wrestling to come to your town, you give us a call at 681-207-3175 or drop us a line at usacwonline.com. Future wrestlers, referees, and managers. Get the finest instruction from seasoned veterans right in your backyard. Contact the USACW Training School at usacwonline.com for all the details.
Celebrate summer with a new ride from Ramey Tazewell.
The whole family will love this new Chevrolet Traverse all-wheel drive LT, only $38,995.
Head to the beach in this new Chevy Camaro, now only $23,995.
Or how about a new Chevy Silverado, now only $39,891.
Check out our full inventory online at RameyTazewell.net. Celebrate the start to summer today at Ramey Tazewell, where we do your deal your way.
This summer, if you want to shop smart, you gotta shop Hart. America's best value sales event is on now, and the clock is ticking. It's time to save big, like $9,000 off MSRP on select new Kias. Special event cash back. Interest rates from 0% APR. No payments up to 3 months. Save your cash for vacation. Plus the area's premier selection of pre-owned and certified pre-owned Kias. Time's a-wastin'. It's time to shop smart. It's time to shop Hart.
It's the kickoff of the Moses Toyota Summer Sales Marathon. Our goal is to sell 525 Toyotas this summer. The Moses Drive to 525. We're starting off this marathon right with huge selection and great deals like $2,000 customer cash on a 2018 RAV4 or 0% APR for 48 months, plus an additional $750 finance cash. The race is on. Start your summer at Moses Toyota on the Moses Mile in St. Albans. Toyota. Let's go places.
Here's all the information you requested.
Wow. Shopping for a car has never been this easy.
Oh, really? How'd it go before?
Can anyone help me? I've been here a while. Can somebody please tell me the price of this car?
Where are my keys? They took my driver's license. I just wanted to buy a car.
Where is everybody?
Tired of the bull? Should have went directly to Hyundai of Beckley.
USA Championship Wrestling is coming to your town. And tomorrow night, Friday, July 6th, in Logan, West Virginia, with a 6 p.m. bell time. Come see Sharik Arbach. He takes on Tommy Gibson with the U.S. title on the line in Logan. Crash Cassidy and Danny Ray in action in Logan, West Virginia on the 6th. Saturday night, July 7th, at the Heritage Center in Mount Hope, West Virginia, 7:30 bell time. Advance tickets at the Bear Arms Gun and Pawn in Mount Hope, West Virginia. Sharik Arbach and Frank Parker collide in Mount Hope, West Virginia, with the U.S. titles on the line. The Starliners, Mike Williams and Rick Kelly, make their USA Championship Wrestling debut in Mount Hope, taking on tag team champions Scotty Rains and Bobby Yella. Mr. Hollywood, Cuban Assassin, will face Chris TNT Taylor in Mount Hope, West Virginia, and Mark Wood will be honored for his contributions to pro wrestling in West Virginia. The Mount Hope, Saturday night. The Sports Arena in Bluefield, West Virginia, next Thursday night, July 12th, for another TV taping. The debut of AWOL in Bluefield, West Virginia, next week, plus all the stars of USA Championship Wrestling, with an 8 p.m. bell time. I'm Jacques Moliere, and we'll see you at the next show.
Ladies and gentlemen, just entered the ring, the Russian Invader.
We've got an international contest here tonight. It looks like Russia versus Cuba is happening right before our very eyes.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a very, very interesting match. Two great competitors in the ring right
Mark
now.
Richards calls for the bell, and we're off to the races again. Both men lock up, collar and elbow lock up. He rakes the eyes. The Cuban takes the Russian into the corner. Look at this. He goes to work immediately. Big forearms, one after another. The referee calling, get out of the corner. Big reversal by the Russian, and the Russian takes a minute to get himself together and runs right into that big boot.
Down the Russian goes. Already over? No. The Russian kicks out.
The Cuban's not going to win like that. This Russian is a double tough individual. You know, I've seen him compete, and I've seen him all over the area in West Virginia, been wrestling all over the place for at least the last 10 years, Chuck. I'm very familiar with the Russian Invader.
I thought for sure the Cuban had it, but you never know.
The Russian hooks the leg, but he only comes away with a 2 count. He's not very happy with referee Mark Richards, it would seem.
Yeah, he's definitely upset. But he's going to take that anger out on the Cuban for sure. Pin after pin. The Russian can't complete.
Of course, we saw this Cuban mercenary make his debut last week right here on television. Russian Invader has the mercenary in the corner. He's going to work on him, driving that shoulder in as Mark Richards calls for the break. The Russian looked like he was going after the ref there. Oh, beautiful reversal as the Russian ends up and answers him with that elbow. This Russian's got a lot of fuel in the tank. It looks like he's ready to go tonight.
Wow. Is it over? It's over.
Look at that. Referee calls for the bell, and that's your winner, the Russian Invader.
The winner of the match, the Russian Invader.
Well, you got to give it up to the Russian. He took out the Cuban.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm being joined here tonight by the Cuban dynasty, Mr. Hollywood. Tell us what's going on here. We saw these youngsters debut last week, and as I'm being told, they're under your tutelage.
Well, let me tell you something here, Mr. Shaver. First of all, this is none of your business. This is family business, all right? These are third-generation wrestlers, okay? And I'm going to tell my son, the Cuban Commando, and my nephew, the Cuban Mercenary, a little friendly advice, okay? You two, you're embarrassing the hell of our family. You call yourselves the Cuban assassins, huh? You call yourself Cubans? Where's your pride, huh? Listen, last week, you almost made a mockery of our family. This week, you're starting off on the wrong foot. You better get in there and you better show them what family pride is. And you need to pay attention and start listening to what I tell you to do. You understand me? I said, do you understand me, huh? Hey, you don't speak until I tell you to speak. You understand? Okay? That's family love, Mr. Schaefer. That's how you train a dog. That's how you train family. But these people here are my family, and I love them dearly. But I also hate them. I tell you right now, you want to earn my respect, you start making our family proud, and you start putting some W's in that column. You understand me? Okay? You get in that ring, you stay with me, and we're going to have a learning lesson. You hear me? All right, Mr. Schaefer, again, it was your honor.
He's the man we all love to hate or hate to love. Mr. Hollywood, Cuban assassin and his Cuban dynasty.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, martial law. And his opponent, the Cuban Commando.
A lot of the fans are not happy with the Cuban Commando.
You know, this Cuban dynasty, they remind me of comic book characters. And speaking of comic books, I want to recognize Suspended Animation right now. Shout out to Eric Rousey watching up in Wilmington, Delaware, and in the Philadelphia area. Pick up some comics or some pins or some merch from suspendedanimation.com.
Well, it looks like it's the USA versus the Cubans.
This martial law, you know, I haven't had the event to see him live and in person myself, but he's making quite a buzz. Of course, I've seen some footage of him competing all around the area, and he is another double tough individual.
Well, I know him personally, to be honest. Martial law actually has a tag team partner, but his tag team partner isn't here this evening. And martial law, he can be very competitive.
Look at this. The Cuban hooks the leg, but he comes away with a 2 count. Mr. Hollywood about to go bananas out here.
You see, what I think what martial law likes to do is he likes to wear out his opponent first. Then once his opponent is wore out, and that's when martial law comes in and does his job.
Of course, the Cuban Commando choking one martial law right there in the center of the ring. He's going to get this W any way he can. You heard the exchange between he and his father here. I wouldn't want to go home if I didn't put a W in the column if I were him.
Well, last week when the Cuban was wrestling, he wasn't being coached by Mr. Hollywood. Now he is.
That could be the difference. That definitely could be the difference. He's definitely shown us some offense tonight. We didn't see much of an offense from the youngsters last week. They're definitely, you know, they're improving every week. They're becoming more and more vicious every week. I can't wait to see how this saga unfolds.
Yeah, the Cuban is definitely doing a lot better this week than he did last week.
Of course, the fans coming alive, shouting USA, USA. They're rallying behind this martial law. Up and over. Look at this, schoolboy. Nice sunset flip into a pin, but he only comes away with a 2 count.
It was real wise for him to grab the rope, because then they have to stop the pin count.
Both men feeling the test of this. Look at that. He took him right down, makes the cover, but I don't think he's going to get it that way.
Looks like
this Cuban's got a lot on the line tonight, Jock.
He sure does. His daddy's going to be pretty mad if he doesn't get that big W that he wants him to get, especially him being right outside the ring.
Marshall takes the Cuban to the turnbuckle. Look at this. He goes upstairs. Firing those big shots.
Oh, he's just embarrassing the Cuban right now. Mr. Hollywood, he's not happy. He is not happy at all.
Well, and you know, at any given moment, this certainly could erupt. You know, if these other 2 gentlemen decide to get involved, it could be a 3-on-1.
It could. It easily could.
Shoots him off into the corner again.
He's calling for one more.
Look at that, just as we talked about. Mr. Hollywood could be the deciding factor in this contest.
Well, he definitely had a lot of help there. If it wasn't for his dad, it would have been over.
Our official, R.J. Little, of course, warning Mr. Hollywood.
Oh, man.
Look at this. The action's in the ring, and the ref doesn't even see what's going on. Look at that.
Your winner, the Cuban Commando.
The Cuban actually won. All right, what? Mr. Hollywood is proud.
You know, I think we have a video package that we're going to go to next. I believe it's been sent in. Let's see what this video is all about.
Listen up, you bunch of Cheeto-eating, beer-drinking, food stamp cashing, Bluefield, West Virginia rednecks. We are AWOL. We do what we want, when we want, to who we want. And come July 12th, Thursday night, in Bluefield, West Virginia, USA Wrestling. Boys, you better have that locker room stocked and loaded. We don't care who it is. We don't care where you're from. We don't care what you've done in the past. Just guarantee this one thing to you stinking rednecks. We will come and walk through anybody that steps in front of us. And don't you forget it.
You know, that clip, of course, was AWOL, another tag team coming into USA Championship Wrestling here, Jacques. You know, I can't help but notice the tag team division is strong. Things are really heating up. You know, we've got a main event that is a pay-per-view caliber match. You got the Cruz brothers, of course, taking on our champions, Bobby Yella and Scott Reigns.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the
Definitely gonna be
ring,
a very interesting challenge.
Sean
for
and
these boys
Robbie
right here.
Cruz.
Sean Cruz and Bobby Cruz. Tag team titles on the line. Our main event coming at you right now.
You know, I'm very, very familiar with this Sean Cruz. You know, he's a cagey veteran. You can't trust him. You don't ever know what he's gonna do, and I really do. I'm behind Bobby Yella and Scotty Reigns, but I'm afraid they've got their work cut out for them here tonight.
Oh, they definitely do. I mean, when it comes to these tag team titles on the line, really, Sean,
And their opponents,
Cruz and Bobby
the
Cruz ain't got
United
nothing to lose.
States Tag
They have
Team
everything to gain.
Champions, Bobby Yella and Scotty Reigns.
The boys, of course, looking good. Not only do they have the gold, but they've got the gear by Off the Beaten Track Clothing Company. That's offthebeatentrackclothingcompany.com. Bobby Yella feeling really good. He's cocky, and you know it could be his undoing. There's no one more dangerous than that man right there, and I am speaking of Sean Cruz. He's a KG veteran, and you never, ever know what he's got in his bag of tricks.
That's absolutely right. He's old school, that's for sure.
Not to mention, he's not wrapped too tight either. He's the kind of guy that ate Play-Doh when he was little, that's for sure.
That's actually pretty funny. Maybe that's why he's got that crazy look on his face.
Scotty Raines starting things off, a collar and elbow lock up. He snatches the side headlock. Look at this.
Both men not wasting any time. Sean Cruz working that neck on Scotty Raines.
Definite size advantage going to Sean Cruz. Good Lord, look at that power.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of power behind that. Oh! Beautiful reverse.
These two individuals, they're lightning quick. The maneuvers that they pull off, I mean, let me tell you something, Jacques. We've got a contest here tonight.
I absolutely have to agree with you, Jason Schaefer. Scotty Raines looks like that kick to that gut might have an effect on him.
There's our first tag, and the second Cruz brother Bobby comes in. Raines able to make an offensive maneuver into, look at this, up and over, big body drop. Raines snatches the side headlock. Look at this, up again. Look at that. That is absolutely amazing.
Yes, that is the definition of amazing right there. Scotty Raines took on both.
Wow.
Scotty Raines took both of them on one-on-one.
Scotty Raines is not playing tonight. And another tag. Sean Cruz coming into the ring.
Sean Cruz calling for a timeout.
Oh, there's no timeout in wrestling.
No, there isn't. Oh, man. Sean Cruz.
And a tag made by the champions. In comes Bobby Yella. Fan favorite, Bobby Yella.
He called him out. He wants a piece of him. All right, let's see what Bobby Yella can do here.
That's a whole lot of crazy there tonight in Sean Cruz. Look at this. Oh.
Wow. Right to the lower back.
He hooks him, taking him up for a big suplex. Oh, release. Look at that. The impact was absolutely devastating.
That was definitely not good for Bobby Yella.
Fires away into the midsection. Sean Cruz answers him with a big right hand.
There we go.
Look at this, a little teamwork from the brothers there. I don't envy referee Mark Richards one bit. Wow, look at that. Big power slam. He hooks the leg, comes away with a 2 count.
Ooh, man. That's double team action right there.
The biggest thing about this match or this contest, or one might even call it a war, Jacques.
Oh, it's definitely.
Remember, we are at the mercy of television time limit with this match. I don't know that we will see a winner.
Scotty Raines is jumping in the ring without being tagged.
The referee distracted with Scott Raines, and look at this. Sean Cruz takes Bobby Yella to the canvas. Look at this. That huge knee. Driving it into the chin. Bobby Yella could be unconscious. As Cruz goes to the second rope, look at this.
If Sean Cruz would have landed that leg drop from the rope like that, it would have been over.
Bobby Yella fires up. He is so strong. He really impressed me last week, and he's even doubled that this week.
It's just incredible how he even body slams Sean Cruz.
Look at that, here we go. Reigns is in with a house of fire. Look at this. Oh, a big drop kick connects and takes Cruz down. He takes down Bobby Cruz. Reigns is going to work on Sean Cruz in the corner, firing in those big right hands as the fans count. Referee Mark Richards warns him, get out of that corner, boys. Reigns shoots him off. Look at this. Wow.
Now that's impressive strength right there from Scotty Reigns. He just showed everybody his true strength.
Look at this. Reigns able to tuck in a big super kick.
That had to hurt.
Bobby Yella calling for the tag. Cruz is down. If Reigns can get that fresh man in there, that could be all she wrote.
Can he make the tag? He made the tag. Bobby Yella on the top rope. And
The winners of the match, and still United States Tag Team Champions, Bobby Yella and Scott Reigns.
Still remaining.
That's it. We're out of time. The boys keep the belts. Congratulations, Bobby Yella and Scotty Reigns.